Hi everyone. Here's an example of how to input multiple similar events into your online logbook. So let's just say, for example, that you worked a volleyball game and you did 10 ankle tape jobs that were identical in learning experience, we'll say. So just like all the other entries, you would put in your date. Let's say it's September 15th, 2012, and you started at 1600 hours, which is 4 o'clock, and you finished at 6 o'clock, which is 1800 hours, with a total hours of 2. Again, if you have multiple events in one day, complete the date field, the start time, and the end time with every single experience, but fill out the total hours box just the first time. Again, for multiple tape jobs in one practice, you worked with an injured patient. It's a field event, so it's your practicum placement. You're the athletic therapist because this was your role during practice. Let's say it was a practice, and let's say it was volleyball, we said. Level of participation, Mount Royal University. Male, and 18 to 24 years old. Details and comments, I taped 10 ankles. And this is a physical skill, cognitive rating. So typically all the same, so you don't really change, no new knowledge gain because you're just repeating the same skill over and over and over again. Psychomotor, you did the entire task yourself. Self-reflection, I am feeling very comfortable taping big ankles. Perception, personal overall rating of educational experience. Let's say this is becoming automatic. I'm not learning too much anymore, so it's not as meaningful as it used to be. Continue, how many identical events? Now this is where you capture how many ankles you tape. So let's say we did 10 ankles. Did I receive any feedback at all? Let's just say some of the athletes said that it felt good, it felt bad. Can you adjust it here and there? Let's say yes, you did receive feedback. So moving on, patient type. These are real patients, ankle, lower leg. Injury type, what can we fill out here? Let's say they all had ankle sprains in the past. And they were all mild, so that's where they're practicing. And then choose category. Taping scenario. I think that's the one to pick. No, very quick, no assessment, independent skills. So what they did was the athletes came up to you and they asked you to get their ankles taped. You did no assessment, you just taped their ankles, so we'll click that. And if you selected other independent skills under this category, then you fill this in. So it was a taping thing with no assessment. Fantastic. So rehab skills, none. Clinical skills, none. Field injury decision, you really didn't have to make a decision because they were just getting their ankles taped. So we can move on. Field injury management skills, you don't need to fill anything out there. Confidence, because I have done this a million times and now to the point where it's not that meaningful, I feel pretty close to extremely confident. Continue. And the feedback that we received from your mentor, leave blank. So my mentor was not there. I'm going to leave that blank. I didn't tape a peer, so it was a real athlete, but not my classmate, so I'll leave that blank also. And from the athlete or patient, which is not a supervisor, instructor, or a senior, that's if you're at University of Calgary, but you received it from a person, to your knowledge, with absolutely no education or training in athletic therapy, and so the athlete or patient gave you some feedback, and you found that feedback extremely useful because it allowed you to adjust how you taped their ankle. Quantity of feedback, so it was quick. They just said 2 things to you. It was less than 5 minutes. In the environment, number of people involved in the debriefing, it was just you and the athlete. Although people were watching, the conversation was between you and the athlete alone. And timing, upon completion of the task, when was the feedback provided? So you tape them, They told you during the tape job or right after that you needed they needed the tape job to be adjusted. So immediate, within 15 minutes of the experience. Hit continue and we are done. Submit. Ta-da! If you have any questions about inputting multiple similar events into your online logbook, again, just feel free to contact the instructor. Thank you for listening.